Hello everyone. So in our last physical education classes, we had learned about the chapter 2 and the chapter's name was physical education. So I'm going to start the part 2 of that chapter. So we will start from the rest of the part, and that is from the definitions which will mostly influence about the physical education, right? So let's see. The first one is it involved physical activity. Means, what is the definition of physical education? The definition of physical education is that it involves physical activity, means the activity which is done physically by ourselves or by body or human himself. Okay. So, and thereafter our second point is that it concerned with the bodily outcomes. Means physical education also defines that those education which basically need the body outcomes, so that we can just get more outcomes by our body. Thereafter, it also provides the knowledge for involving oneself in lifelong physical activity. Means it also gives us the knowledge so that we can live long. Thereafter, the next thing is also that it is an education through participation in physical activity. Means it is also education in which we just used to participate in physical activity like a game or anything, just which is just must be physical only. Thereafter, it has selection of movement or physical activity based on scientific theory. Means not only that, it also tell us about the types of movement and also what kind of physical activity should we basically need to do, and all of this knowledge and all of these things are based on the scientific theory also. Then we will go that it develops individual physical, mentally, emotional and socially through motor activity. So what is the motor activity? I had already told you in my previous class. So there is also, we can see that there has been so many things which generally a person, a individual means a person who can just develop inside this, whether it should be physically, mentally, emotionally or socially. Thereafter, next point is it involves large muscle activity. Means it basically need a very large muscle of activity, and it mostly try to train our large muscles also so that we can work hard. Thereafter, it also involves learning to move. Means it also just tell us for the different types of skills and techniques to move. It includes the health and hygiene, it includes sports and games, involves moving to learn. Means it almost include everything like our health and hygiene, how we should keep ourselves healthy and how to maintain the hygiene of our body. It also include the several types of sports and games, and also it tell us how to moving to learn, means how do we try to learn anything. Okay. Thereafter, it has also systematic planning of selected physical activity, like it promotes the growth and development, and also several kind of physical activity, like if there is someone who is very thin, very skinny, so it is our knowledge of the physical education through which we can make him a big guy. Okay, I mean a big fat boy or whatever, we can just not only big fat but also we can develop the muscles to whatever we will think we can just make that person either fat to fit or fit to fat, both. So thereafter, another thing is also there, that is it is an essential integral part of the total education process. Means it is basically very essential and has a lot of integral part between all the education process which is happening till now. Means for every kind of education or whatever you have, you need your mind to be stabilized and need so many skills and techniques to do several things, and those things we will learn from the physical education. Thereafter, it also aims to develop good citizen. Means the physical education is also basically aim to develop a good citizen. How? If you will become mentally physically fit, then you will perform very well in every kind of activity, and that is the main aim to develop a good citizen. So we can say that through these points we can say that physical education is systematically collected movement or physical activity for developing sound body and mind, and it also aims to provide experience so that the person is able to adjust in the society and live a quality life. Means what? Physical education basically try to make our body fit, mentally fit. Thereafter, several skills and techniques we must learn, and all of these things, whatever we had just learned, we get so many knowledge, and our body is fit, and we are mentally is also fit. So we will just try to adjust in a society, and we can just give, live a quality life. Thereafter, what are the objectives of physical education? So there has been so many objectives of physical education, and the most important is that the objectives are what are to be done to achieve aim, means what are our aim and how do we going to achieve it. That is the main objective of the physical education. According to the book Walter, the aim of physical education is the optimum development of the physically, social, and mentally integrated, adjusted individual through guided instruction and participation in selected total body sports, rhythmic or gymnastic activities conducted according to social and hygienic standards. What does it means? It means there has been a book which is named as the book Walters. The main aim is to develop the optimum development of the physical, socially, and mentally integrated, adjusted individual. Means it is basically say or tell us that the physical education, or the objective of physical education, to make someone physically, socially, and mentally strong, and we should make him that much strong that the individual person, or that individual person will adjust him in any kind of situation, or our the process through which we will just make him physically, socially, and mentally fit is maybe any kind of body sports, maybe any kind of rhythmic or gymnastic activities, or anything else. Okay. Thereafter, regarding the aim of physical education, J.F. Williams stated that physical education should aim to provide skilled leadership and adequate facilities, which will provide an opportunity for the individual or group to act in situations which are physically wholesome, mentally stimulating, and satisfying, and socially sound. Means there has been a person whose name is J.J. William. He has told that physical education is basically aimed to provide the leadership quality to a person, so that it can adequate any kind of facility. Means if a person is physically or mentally fit, then he can just live up in any kind of situation. If he has some bad time, like if he is just get into the forest and he does not get so much many things to eat, or he needs so much strength to survive, so at that time he can just survive as a skilled leadership. So these are the basically thing. I had just told you the example of survival. Okay. So there is the main reason that that person is physically fit, he is mentally fit, that's why he was able to survive in the bad situation. And this is the only thing which is physical education aim to provide us, that is the adequate facilities and skilled leadership. Thereafter, so we have some 5 kinds of heading under us, that is the basic adjective of physical education, and according to Charles A. Butcher. Okay. So let's see. First of the physical development, means the aim of the physical education is a person should be physically developed. Thereafter, motor and movement development. Motor and movement development means, while you, if you will just go for the sports, that is the MMA or WWF or boxing or kung fu, karate, at that time you need your movement and motor should be very sharp, so that you can tackle or handle the situation over there. If someone is giving you a punch, so you should have to dodge it. So how you are going to dodge that punch? By developing your motor and movement development. There are cognitive and mental development. So cognitive and mental development is also being developed by using so many things, that is the, like some people used to play chess, so they can just make their mental very sharp, they should be mentally very sharp. So not only that, but also you people can do yoga and anything like this, so that you people will try to develop your mental health. Thereafter, social and effective development. So social is what? Social is the development which is developed between your surroundings. Okay. Means how you socially active with the people. If you are physically fit and mentally fit, you will feel very positive, and that will makes you to good in the social development. Thereafter, what is the effective development? Effective development means how you are going to affect anything, like if you have any work to do, are you become a lazy one or a very active one? That is the effective development regarding your work. Thereafter, we also have a committee of physical education. So the committee on the objective of the American Physical Education Association, it also stated five types of objective, that is the physical fitness, mental health, social moral character, emotional expression and control, and appreciation. Okay, so these are the five objectives which has been basically cleared by COAPEA. Okay, the full form is Committee of Objective of the American Physical Education Association, and it is basically or almost same to the first one, previous one. Thereafter, JB Nash, he also had listed four development objectives. The first one is organic development, the second one is neuromuscular development, the third one is interpretive development, and the fourth one is emotional development. So there has been four kinds of development which has been stated by JB Nash. First one is organic development, means what? The naturally you have been developed till now, that is the organic development. Thereafter, neuromuscular development. So what do you mean by neuromuscular development? Neuromuscular development means the development of your muscles. Thereafter, integrative development. Integrative development means decision making and try to leave any kind of hard situation, is known as the integrative development. And then thereafter, last one which comes toward is the emotional development. And what is the meaning of the emotional development? Emotional development doesn't means you are sad or you are cry. Emotions are so many types. There's happy, sad, joy, so many things. Okay, so this is also bring your development in your emotions also. You will get your emotions so quick, and like you will just try to be active in all your emotion development also. Thereafter, we will discuss about the physical development first. Okay, so let's see. Physical development means it is the things which allow us to develop program of activities that builds physical power in an individual through the development of the various organic system of the bodies, such as circulatory system, nervous system, muscular system, and digestive system. Okay, so these are the different types of system which basically been developed by our physical activity. If we will do some kind of physical activity, then our 4 to 5 systems will be developed. The next thing is it also develop the muscle strength, endurance, flexibility, and agility. Means it also develops so many kinds of thing, that is the muscle strength. Muscle means you can just get to lift so heavy and very easily, and also your body will be very flexible, so that is the development also. And the example that throwing and hitting ball exercise, there are various muscles exercise. Thereafter, track running, it improves the heart health, and aerobics, it increases the lungs capacity. So thereafter, our third point is the concept of correct postural habits. Okay, like while sitting, so many people don't have the correct posture of standing, correct posture of walking, correct posture of running and sitting also. So there has been so many basic movements which has to be needed the correct posture, and that correct posture is very 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 important. If you won't get into the correct posture, you may get some kind of postural defect and physical deformities also. Thereafter, the next point is the critically evaluate the opportunities and challenges associating with living the modern society, and developing awareness about rules of safety in appropriate hazardous situation to avoid accidents and injuries, and to provide knowledge about first aid measure for common sickness and injuries. Means it is also give us the opportunity to know various kind of things, and also give us so many challenges, so that we can just avoid accident and injuries also. It also, physical education also provide the knowledge about the first aid and also for the common sickness and injuries. So if we are physically fit, so what, we won't be get our hand or leg cracked very easily, we won't get injured very easily. Not even that, it also give us so many immunity so that we can almost heal ourselves from the common type of illness and other things. Thereafter also it provides the knowledge of fundamental movement skills in the early years and more specific skills in later years. Means it provides so many kind of skills like in the early days, and also it have so many skills which you need to learn in the later time also. Means it is a never ending process. So thereafter it also provides the opportunity to enjoy a variety of physical activity with understanding and motivate participation in sports and recreation as lifelong pursuits. So it give us the physical activity. I mean, we have so many things of physical activity which we enjoy, like we used to go to play cricket, we used to go to play football. Okay, so these are the physical activity games and physical activity sports, and we basically enjoy that kinds of game and all those things, and it will also give us so many pleasure in our life. Thereafter, the next or last part is to recognize, analyze, and evaluate the effect of a variety of physical activities on themselves and others to set goals for future development. Means it give us recognize to give the effect of physical activity on themselves. Means if you have so many of knowledge about the physical education, so what do? You first of all go and try to analyze yourself. You will see what I am lack of, what is your weakness, and thereafter you will set a goal to overcome your weakness, so that when the time will come, you will set your goals and you will overcome your weakness, and you make yourself a very beautiful future. Means you can also develop your future too with the help of your physical activities. So these are the basic things of the physical activities, and now I'm going to close my chapter over here. Thereafter we will discuss so many things in the later part. Okay, thank you.